All right, folks, today I've got some major news about HBO's Harry Potter reboot that's finally moving forward. We're talking new faces for some of the biggest roles. Some of these choices are absolutely mind-blowing. Others have fans divided, and a few, they're literally perfect casting. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's break down this casting. Nick Frost as Hagrid. All right, let's start with the big guy, literally. One of the most beloved characters in Harry Potter history is none other than Rubeus Hagrid, the half-giant gamekeeper with a heart of gold, a questionable love for dangerous creatures, and the best one-liners in the series. And now, it looks like we might have our new Hagrid, Nick Frost. And let me tell you, this might be the best casting decision HBO has made so far. If you don't recognize the name, first, fix that. Second, you probably know him best from the Cornetto trilogy, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, The World's End, alongside Simon Pegg. The guy is a comedic genius, but more importantly, he's got heart. Hagrid isn't just comic relief. He's the first real father figure Harry meets. The guy who literally kicks down a door, hands him a birthday cake, and tells him he's a wizard. He's the character that welcomes both Harry and the audience into the wizarding world. And that means he needs to be funny, warm, protective, and just a little bit reckless. Nick Frost can do all of that in his sleep. Frost can flip between comedy and deep emotional moments in a heartbeat, which is exactly what you need for Hagrid. He's not just comic relief. He's the first magical face Harry sees, the guy who raises baby dragons and sobs over dead spiders. And let's be real, he looks the part. He's big. He's got that gruff but lovable energy, and his voice, he could totally nail that Hagrid warmth. Fans are actually agreeing on this one. Shocking, right? One fan on X put it best. Nick Frost as Hagrid is the only casting that actually makes sense so far. Another said, "All I ask is that they don't mess up his beard. Give us full, glorious, messy Hagrid hair. Not some cheap Party City knockoff." Honestly, same. If HBO nails the look, the voice, and the emotional weight of Hagrid's character, Nick Frost could be one of the biggest highlights of the reboot. Olivia Colman as Professor Umbridge. All right, folks, this one is too good to ignore. According to die-hard Potterheads, Olivia Colman is the perfect choice for Professor Dolores Umbridge. And honestly, they might be onto something. Umbridge isn't just evil. She's not a cool villain like Voldemort or Bellatrix. She's the kind of evil that makes you want to throw your TV remote at the screen. She's passive-aggressive, smug, sickeningly sweet on the surface, but underneath, absolute power-hungry nightmare fuel. And if you've seen Olivia Colman in Fleabag or The Favorite, you know she can switch from charming to terrifying in half a second. Reddit agrees. Fans are practically begging HBO to cast her, with one saying, "She's really good at getting the personality of someone you just want to Avada Kedavra." And honestly, facts. Plus, there's this hilarious full circle moment. Imelda Staunton played Umbridge before taking over as Queen Elizabeth II in The Crown, right after Olivia Colman. That's a legacy pass if I've ever seen one. So, if HBO wants to give us an Umbridge who is just as punch-the-wall frustrating as the books made her, Olivia Colman needs to be on that shortlist. What do you guys think? Would Olivia Colman make the perfect Umbridge, or is there someone even worse, in the best way? Sound off in the comments. Papa Essiedu as Snape. Now let's talk about the most controversial casting so far. Papa Essiedu is our new Severus Snape. It's confirmed, no rumors. Just cold, hard fact. Internet's on fire. But let's be real for a second. Papa can act, like really act. If you've seen I May Destroy You, you already know. The dude can make you hate him 1 second and completely break your heart the next. That is prime Snape energy. Because let's be honest, Snape is a bitter, emotionally damaged mess. A traumatized ex-student who never let go of his teenage angst. And if HBO is looking to give us a new take on Snape instead of a cheap Alan Rickman impression, Papa's the right choice. Some fans aren't sold, but I say, give him a chance. John Lithgow as Dumbledore. Okay, this one caught me off guard. John Lithgow as Albus Dumbledore? At first I was like, wait, what? But then I thought about it, and yeah, this could actually slap. Lithgow is 79, he's got 2 Oscars, Emmys, a Tony, the guy's a legend. He even played Winston Churchill in The Crown and absolutely killed it. And listen, I know some people are weird about an American playing Dumbledore, but let's be real. If he nails the accent and brings the wisdom, warmth, and eccentric energy we need, who cares? Honestly, I'd rather have an amazing Dumbledore than one with the right passport. Janet McTeer as McGonagall. Next up, Professor McGonagall, queen of sass, side eyes, and pure unfiltered badassery. Janet McTeer is reportedly in talks for the role, and if you don't know her, trust me, this is a solid pick. She's played intelligent, sharp, commanding roles before. Ozark fans, you know what's up. And while she's not Maggie Smith, because no one is, she's got that no-nonsense presence that makes McGonagall McGonagall. Honestly, if this is HBO's choice, I'm in. Ben Barnes as Sirius Black. Now this one has been rumored for years. Ben Barnes, aka Prince Caspian, the Darkling, the guy Tumblr's been obsessed with since 2010, is reportedly our new Sirius Black. And you know what? It just fits. Sirius needs to be charming, dangerous, and just a little broken. He's the cool uncle with a motorcycle and crippling emotional baggage. And that's literally Ben Barnes' whole brand. If you saw him in Shadow and Bone, you already know. He can switch between brooding heartthrob and tortured, tragic anti-hero like it's nothing. And most importantly, he looks exactly like the kind of guy who'd tell a 13-year-old that breaking 47 school rules is character development. If this casting turns out to be true, I am 100% on board. Peter Capaldi as Ollivander. Now this is one of those castings that just clicks. Peter Capaldi, Doctor Who himself, is reportedly playing Garrick Ollivander. And honestly, this is genius. Ollivander isn't just some old shopkeeper. He's a wand-obsessed mad scientist. A guy who definitely talks to sticks when the shop is closed. And Capaldi has that exact energy. Brilliant, slightly creepy, totally fascinating. This one? No notes. Absolute perfection. Phoebe Waller-Bridge as Aunt Petunia. Okay, hear me out. Phoebe Waller-Bridge as Aunt Petunia? At first I was like, wait, what? But the more I think about it, this could be amazing. Because here's the thing. The movies made Petunia one note. But in the books, she's way more complex. She's jealous, bitter, and full of resentment. She grew up with a magical sister and got rejected from that world, so she spent her whole life pretending it didn't matter. And who plays emotionally complicated, repressed, secretly tragic characters better than Phoebe Waller-Bridge? This could be a total scene stealer. Production news: the magic takes shape. The upcoming Harry Potter TV series on HBO Max has entered a pivotal phase in its journey to the small screen. As excitement continues to build among fans of J.K. Rowling's beloved wizarding world, new details about the production process have begun to emerge, shedding light on the creative vision behind this ambitious project. Writer Francesca Gardner and director Mark Mylod have signed on for the series. Gardner will serve as showrunner and executive producer, while Mylod will direct several episodes in addition to his role as executive producer. Additionally, Killing Eve writer Lauren Neal has also joined the writing team. Warner Brothers has long been associated with Leavesden Studios in the UK, where the original Harry Potter films were shot. While it remains a strong contender for the TV series, there are discussions about incorporating more real-world locations to enhance the show's visual authenticity. Production teams are reportedly scouting various castles, historic towns, and countryside settings across the UK and Ireland to bring Hogwarts and the wizarding world to life once again. Unlike the original films, which had to condense Rowling's novels into 2-hour runtimes, the TV series format allows for a more expansive adaptation. Each book is expected to receive a full season, providing room for deeper character arcs, intricate subplots, and greater world building. The show's creators are keen on delving into storylines that were either briefly touched upon or entirely omitted in the films, such as Hermione's activism for house elves, the complexities of Tom Riddle's past, and the deeper political landscape of the wizarding world. The advancements in visual effects since the original Harry Potter films have opened up new possibilities for bringing magic to life on screen. Warner Bros. Is collaborating with top-tier VFX studios to ensure that spellcasting, Quidditch matches, and magical creatures are more immersive than ever. Early concept art reportedly showcases stunning new interpretations of the wizarding world, including a more dynamic, visually breathtaking Hogwarts and a magical dueling system that feels more kinetic and realistic. With production steadily moving forward, HBO Max is expected to release more details about casting, filming schedules, and creative teams in the coming months. While a premiere date is still far off, early reports suggest that fans can expect the first season to debut around 2027. For now, Potterheads can only speculate and dream about the enchanting journey ahead. One thing is certain: the Harry Potter TV series is shaping up to be one of the most ambitious fantasy adaptations of the decade. Final thoughts. So yeah, this Harry Potter reboot, it's shaping up to be pretty interesting. Nick Frost as Hagrid? Love it. Papa Esidu as Snape? Bold but promising. John Lithgow as Dumbledore? Weird but kinda genius. Ben Barnes as Sirius? Literal fan dream. But we still don't know who's playing Voldemort, the trio, or any of the Weasleys. And those choices? Make or break time. So what do you think? Did HBO get these right? Or are we walking into disaster? Drop your takes in the comments, don't hold back. Like this video if you made it this far. Subscribe for more casting breakdowns, and I'll keep you posted as this unfolds. Peace.